everyone, Sylvia here with Pine Kiko Goats. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video it's going to be pretty exciting because we're going to discuss the breeding due dates and plans for this kidding season. So let's go check out the does and I'll tell you about each one that I bred this year and the plans for kidding season. So here is everybody. I just call them up and they're gathered around. So first of all, we'll start with the first due date. So Savannah here, I won't get too close because she's a little skittish, but she is one of my newer does that I purchased. I bought her and Clarabelle, which is her sister, and so I'm really excited to have these girls in my herd and see what they kid out for me this year. On Savannah, last year she had twins and they were super nice, very nicely built, and they had super good growth rates and overall all of the amazing Kiko traits that you want to see. So the breeder also ended up retaining her daughter, one of only 3 kids that she retained out of a huge batch of kids. So she does produce some really nice offspring. Savannah's due date is actually December 5th. So she's going to be kicking off kidding season super early for us this year. And I can't believe that's only 1 month away until kidding starts. But I'm super excited for that, and I can't wait to see the kids that she has and hopefully be able to retain some. Clarabelle is a very nicely built doe, as you can see. Hi, pretty girl. She's very pretty, and she had triplets last year as a first freshener, which was pretty cool. They turned out pretty nice. This year, Clarabelle will be kidding with her due date on December 19th, so right after her sister Savannah. And I'm really excited to see the kids that Clarabelle has for me this year. Maybe we'll even get triplets again. So Miss Divine here, who is wanting scratches so bad, she has gotten so much more friendly since when I first bought her. I bought Divine after my doeling passed away that I was raising up to be my first registered doe that I bought. And then when she ended up not making it after a really bad bout of coccidiosis, I found this girl who was quite the Houdini, really talented at escaping fences. So her previous owners were forced to sell her because they could not keep her in a fence. So that's how I ended up with her. She's just super gorgeous. I've been happy with her kids so far. And this will actually be her 5th kidding. So she's getting older, guys. She is going to be 5 or 6 years old in the spring. So she kidded starting her very first year as a 1-year-old. So she's kidded every year since then, giving twins and mostly triplets. So I'm really excited to see what she has this year and hoping for some more great quality kids like she's given in the past. So I forgot to mention that Clarabelle and Savannah, they are bred to Pistolero double action and outside registered New Zealand buck, and Divine is bred to Espresso as well as Primrose, which I'll talk about next. Divine will be kidding on February 13th, and that will start the 2nd round of does kidding for the springtime. There's Bracken. Obviously he's just a wether, so he has no breeding capability, but I thought I'd still feature him on this video. And some of you may not know his purpose here, so I actually got him to be companion for the buck, and it turns out plans changed and he wasn't really needed to be as a buck companion because the buck has been able to stay in with the does and have company throughout all the time with his buck apron on when he's not breeding. Anyways, so the buck apron made it so that he could do that, and Bracken doesn't really have a purpose except for being a sweet little pet, so he's just my pet. Before we move on to Primrose, I will mention Hermione right here. So Hermione is our friend's goat who came to get bred to Espresso. Now she could already be bred from her first heat cycle, but for some reason she didn't show any signs of being bred. So I'm just waiting for her to come back into heat again, but it's really weird because she hasn't shown any signs or wanting to be interested in the buck at all. So we'll see. For now, Hermione is just staying with the herd and browsing and having a good time here until she gets bred. So after Divine's due date on February 13th, we've got this pretty girl who will be kidding for the first time, bred to espresso, on February 20th. So that will be really exciting to see her kids for the first time because she's never kidded before. I'm excited for this pairing out of Primrose and Espresso, and hopefully all will go well with this first time mama. Miss Calliope, who's trying to eat down a weed right there. So the story with her is that I was going to breed her to my neighbor's registered Boer buck, and unfortunately that didn't work out, at least most likely, because that buck did not like her very much and she did not like him. He must have been too young for her because he was a younger buck, probably about 6 months old. So Calliope definitely had favorites on who she wanted to get bred with, and that was clearly Espresso. She wanted nothing to do with Jethro, the Boer buck that I originally planned to pair her with. So she did get penned up with Jethro while she was in heat twice, and after both of those times most likely didn't work, I put her in with Espresso and she got bred right away. So most likely Calliope will be having half Kiko, half Savannah kids with Espresso. But last year she raised a really nice single buckling that was accidental. But this year she'll have some more Kiko Savannah cross kids, and I'm looking forward to see the results. Hopefully she will have more than just a single this year. But she's getting pretty fat already, so most likely she'll either have twins or maybe even triplets. We'll see. If she takes after her mama, then maybe some point in her life she'll have quads, but hopefully not, because that's a lot. So this year I have 3 does that are bred to Espresso, and then my 2 newest does, Savannah and Clarabelle, are bred to Diego, the buck who they were paired with at their previous ranch. So I'm super excited, especially for these 2 girls to kid, to that outside buck who's very, very nice. And also very excited to see what these girls will kid paired to my buck, Espresso. I can't believe that kidding season this year is already starting in 1 month. So I better start getting ready for that. Kidding season this year is going to be spread out over 3 months, from the time when we have the first due date to the last due date, which is Calliope. And so basically it'll just be a fun 3 months full of hopefully lots of baby goats. So should be exciting, and I can't wait to see the results. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to go down, hit that thumbs up if you liked it, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss another video. Subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!